Friends, what's up, Redneck Gamer here. Welcome back to another, I guess it's a farming simulator tutorial. So today we are going to be adding chopped straw to a map. I'm just using the basic map I did for the moving around stuff and editing terrain and whatnot. What was it? I think it was just editing the terrain and making what you want. Anyway, whatever that last tutorial was, I'm using the map from that, which is just the base Goldcrest Valley map. Let's just go ahead and extract that. Once you download it, you have to extract it, or else you can't do anything. So you're going to need Notepad++ for this. Link in the description. All the links you need will be in the description. You do need Giants Editor, but you can avoid it. It's just, to be safe, you want Giants Editor. So if you don't have it and don't want to get it, you can probably get around it. But it is needed for the last step, which is just checking and make sure there's no errors before you load up the game. So here we have just the basic map. And let's go to you're gonna need chopped straw. Just go ahead and extract that as well. Don't really need to actually, but makes stuff easier. So in here, we go in here, and let's just go ahead and screw it. Actually, no, you do not need to extract that. I take that back. You can just go in here, go to the SDK, and you want map instructions. What's happening? Oh, I didn't put it onto. Get out of here. No, get out. Freaking Internet Explorer. So you can just copy this to your desktop. Makes it easier so it's always there. No, I don't want you here. I'm not clicking you because I know if I click you I'm going to get a virus because you're a freaking Internet Explorer. Let's take care of you real quick. Alright, I gotta uninstall Explorer. So we're just gonna go ahead and open it with Notepad++. This will give you everything you need to know about the map, or about installing it. Let's go ahead and scroll to the top. I've already done this, so I was already scrolled to the bottom. So, this is only 6 simple instructions. I'm going to take you through exactly what it says. So to prepare your map i3D file for use and a few additional elements, blah blah blah. So this is going to tell you everything you'll be changing. So first what we're going to do is make a backup. I already got that covered. So first, you need to locate and write down a number for your own map i3D file. To find this, use the text bar function. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and minimize this, and pull up our basic map. We want to go into here, go to the i3D file, but right click it and edit with Notepad++. So, my cat is making noise. Psst. Sorry about that. So, if we go back to map instructions. So we need to find the field ID for shaders window XML. Go ahead and copy that. Go back to the i3D file. Control F and then Control V right there. You find next. So we are finding ID of 80. Okay? Pretty simple. So we are, I apologize for the background noise if you guys can hear that. So we can, go back to map instructions. We're just going to note that here, 80. Oops. Where's the 80? Using the number you found in step A, then use this file in which you are reading at the moment to search / replace some placeholders. Note when you are search / replacing, remember to include the 2+2 exclamation marks surrounding placeholder text. Example: placeholder, then replace 1, 2, 3, 4 with what you found. Use what you found. Okay, so I'll get to that. That's pretty simple. It's a little confusing here, but it's okay. So now we already found this. Did we? Copy. So it says use the number you found in step A, then in this file in which you are reading at the moment, you have to search / replace some placeholders. Okay, so wherever we see this, so let's go ahead and Control F. Yep, find next. Let's see here. So this has the field ID of that. And we're just gonna, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Alright. So we're just gonna replace this with 80. Right? No, we are not. Almost messed up. We're just gonna do this. Remove and put 80 there. Sorry for the confusion there. Remove. Remove the exclamation points too. 80. Ah, my 0 sticks. Sorry about that. So then we can find next. And we can actually do this. Replace. Replace. And then now we're back at the top. So we are not going to replace that. Part 2. Add the following line elements in your Map by 3D's files section. So we're just going to highlight all this. Actually, highlight the green part too. That just helps with organization later on. Go back to your Map by 3D. Can we make this a separate window? No, we can't. Alright. So you see all these. And maybe just make sure I didn't know what I'm doing here again. Map instructions. So we see file, field, or file ID, and then all these numbers. Cool. Go back here. File ID, all those numbers. We're just going to press enter at the last line and Control V. Cool. So there you go. Next we are going to obviously go back to the instructions. Part 3. Add the following 4 material elements to your Map by 3Ds. Materials section. So just go ahead, highlight all that. Oops. All of that. Control C. Back to the Map 01 i3D. Then you see here is the next section, materials. Scroll to the bottom of the materials, I should say. You'll be scrolling for about 3 days. Actually, what you can do is Control F, put materials, I can't type. Ah! So we're just gonna go find next. And we can actually just press enter, or hold down enter. Or you can just simply move this all the way down, which actually helped a lot better. So much better, in fact, that we actually passed it. Okay, maybe your best bet is just to scroll. Okay, cool. So now we're at the end. You're going to go to this one that says /material, press enter, and paste what you just put in, or just copied. So now it'll end with material again, and then end with materials. Back to the instructions. You're going to add the following foliage multilayer and its foliage sublayers to your map i3D. Insert it after info layer ... Copy all again. Control C. Map i3D. So we are looking for what? Info. So just search for info layer. Control F. Find next. Oh. Info layers. Layer. There. So now we have info layer and tip collision. So if we go back to the map instructions, so we're going to put these under the info layer. So we're just going to go to this first one right here and press enter. Oops. Control Z. Control Z. Press enter, but do not highlight it like I just did. And we're just going to paste it right under there. And that should be good. Back to the instructions. We just did all this. So part 5. Right? Yeah, we did that. Add the following index triangle set element between shapes, external file, and shapes in your map i3D. So we're going to highlight all this. This is a big one. Control C. So we're going to put this between this in our map i3D. Control C. Yeah, we'll just copy that. We'll have to come back and yeah. So paste that, find next, press enter here, go back, you can close out of that, highlight all this, Control C, back here, Control V, good. You can actually delete this little extra space, if you have one. Part 6, copy the folder SDK chopstraw _ SDK to map name /maps. So now what we do, let's go ahead over here, click save, and you can close out of that. I'm going to keep it open for the map instructions though. Minimize it. So we are under maps in our map folder. Just to refresh you, you open the folder, you get this, go under maps, and you're right here. So you go to your chop straw folder. As soon as you open it up, you'll see this. Just move this on over and copy it. So now you have that right there, and you can close out of that. Now we just make sure we got it. Finally, you must open with Giants Editor. Okay, so you do absolutely need Giants Editor. Possible errors are shown in scripting window. As long as there are errors, don't save the map in Giants Editor. So if you have errors, do not save the map. So now we can close that. Now we're just going to open the map 01 by double clicking. If you have Giants Editor, it'll automatically open. We're going to use 705 because that's the latest version for FS 17 I mean. Loading. It'll take a while because it is loading a map, so it's pretty big. It says ready. Give it a few seconds. Good. So we are here. And if we actually look right here, we see light straw. And that is indication that chop straw is working. We go into scripts. FS17 map. And we actually don't have to do that. We just look in the console. Do we see any errors? Nope. We are good. Scroll back to the bottom. We have this warning that says that. That's nothing. So now we just go ahead and save. Because this will update the map to officially have all the chop straw stuff you need. This will take a while, so just let it do its thing. Don't click anywhere or else it'll crash. Okay, so it's ready. You see it says ready. And you see it in the console. It says screen file blah 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 saved. So now we can just close. What I like to do is go ahead and delete this or just put it in another folder as a backup. So now we have the basic map folder that looks like this. It is not zipped up. Just click on it so you get the name. Control C. Go over here. New. WinRAR archive. A zip folder. And Control V. Basic map. Open this folder. The one that is not zipped. So you know it's zipped if it has a little zipper. Pretty simple. So open the one that is not zipped. Highlight all this and just move it on over to the basic map. Zip file. This will copy all the stuff that you just edited into the zip folder, and it has to be in that zip folder in order to work in the game. So we let this do its thing, and we'll catch you guys in the game when we go to test. Okay, so once that's done, I thought I should mention you can close out of that, go to your mods, and just put this basic map zip folder. Oh, why is it like this? Oh, that's why. That's because that's the desktop, not what I need. My games, 17 mods. Take your basic map, just throw it on in. Cool. So now we can close that and start playing Farm Sim, and I will catch you guys in the game. Alright, so we are here on the title screen. We're just going to go to Premiere, empty save game, or just go and pick normal. So we see mod map 01, which is the one we just edited. Yours will show up as whatever your map name is. So say continue, continue. I have a lot of mods, so it's going to take a while to get to the next screen, okay? Deselect all, because all we really need is... I'm going to enable those. All we really need is... the chop straw. You got to make sure you have a separate chop straw file in your mods folder. So if you don't see a chop straw mod show up here, go back, put the chop straw zip into your mods folder, and you're good. So now that we have that enabled, we can simply just start. Ow. Hit my, my desk. So this is going to load up, and chop straw will work with any combine and you don't have to edit them, so it'll just automatically work with them because it is not affected by the map or combine. It's the map that is dealing with all that. Kind of interesting if you think about it. Maybe I'm just weird and like that stuff. So let's go ahead and start. So we start basic save game, which means we'll have a combine waiting for us. Yep, and some wheat ready to harvest. Go ahead and hop in here, hook up. So we see disable straw swath. We're just going to turn that off for sake of testing. Forgot to unfold. And we're going to start. And you see that chop straw is now working on a map that is not chop straw ready. Well, was not, but now is because we edited it. So this is pretty cool. And you can now cultivate this under, and it'll act as a fertilizing stage. Or cultivate or plow. It's either one or the other or both. It doesn't matter. Can't remember. So yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoyed and found this helpful. If you have any more questions or requests for tutorials, please drop them down in the comments below. And till next time, I'm Redneck, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.